Good morning. In our last class, we were discussing about electric potential and capacitance, and I have told you what happens whenever we choose a point near the source charge and we try to bring a test charge from infinity to that point. If the point where we are bringing the test charge is very close to the source charge, then in order to bring the test charge from infinity to this point, we will have to do lot more amounts of work. If the point is very close to the source charge, we'll have to do lot more amounts of work to bring the test charge from infinity to that point. And if the point where we are bringing the test charge is at large distance from the source charge, we need to do very small amount of work to bring a test charge from infinity to that point. This means potential at a point which is close to the source charge is very high, and potential at a point which is at large distance from the source charge is very low, right? Source charge ಗೆ ಹತ್ತಿರದಾಗಿರೋ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ತರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you will have to do more amount of work. And if the point is at large distance from the source charge, then potential at that point will be low, and in order to bring a test charge from infinity to that point, you will have to do very less amount of work, right? So this is the idea of electric potential. And also I have told you the SI unit of electric potential. Electric potential is measured in joule per coulomb, or joule per coulomb can also be written as volt, right, which is represented by V. And also we have defined what is 1 volt. When can we say potential at a point is 1 volt? E point hatra potential yavaga 1 volt ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ potential at a point in the electric field is said to be 1 volt if 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from infinity to that point. Infinity ಇಂದ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ 1 coulomb charge ನ ತರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, if you have done 1 joule of work, then I say potential at this point is 1 volt, right? So this is how we define 1 volt. Now we will continue the discussion of this electric potential. Suppose I have a source charge here. Say this is a source charge plus Q, and I have chosen some points, say A, B, C, D and E. See, all these points are present in the electric field produced by this source charge, correct alla? A, B, C, D and E are the points present in the electric field produced by this source charge, because we know that the electric field produced by the source charge extends up to infinity. So A, B, C, D and E are the points which are present in the electric field produced by this source charge. Now point A is very close to the source charge. The next point that is close to the source charge is B, next is C, and the point that is far away from the source charge is E, right? Now I can say the potential at point A will be high. Potential at point B will be next to potential at point A. Potential at point C is next to potential at point B. So I can just write some values here. Potential at point A is 10 volt. Potential at point B is 9 volt. Potential at point C is 8 volts. Potential at point D is 7 volts. And potential at point E is 6 volts. Potential at point E is 6 volts means that you have to do 6 joules of work to bring 1 coulomb of charge from infinity to point E. In order to bring a charge of 1 coulomb from infinity to point D, you will have to do 7 joules of work. In order to bring a charge of 1 coulomb from infinity to point C, you will have to do 8 joules of work, and so on. My point is, as we move away from the source charge, nodri, source charge inda dura hodangella potential enagta hogtade. As we move away from the source charge, the potential goes on decreasing. As we move away from the source charge, potential goes on decreasing, right? So remember this idea. With this, suppose I have a source charge here, and I have some point A here. Point A is close to source charge, and let us suppose this is infinity. Let us suppose this is infinity, and I have a charge of 1 coulomb placed at infinity. Now, I want to move this charge 1 coulomb from infinity to point A. What I do is, I'll choose some 3 paths to move the charge from infinity to point A. Infinity in the point A ಗೆ ಈ 1 coulomb charge na 3 paths ಒಳಗೆ move ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. This is the first path along which 1 coulomb charge is moved from infinity to point A. Next, I bring the same 1 coulomb charge from infinity to point A along with this path. This is the second path along which the charge is brought from infinity to point A. And let this be the third path. This is the third path where the charge of 1 coulomb is moved from infinity to point A. So, I have moved the charge of 1 coulomb from infinity to point A along 3 paths, 1, 2 and 3. Can you tell me along which path the work done will be greater? See, I have moved the charge from infinity to point A along 3 paths, 1, 2, 3 as shown in the diagram. Can you tell me along which path I would have done more amount of work to move the charge from infinity to A? Infinity in the A tarlikke yav path nang nan jaasti work ಮಾಡಿರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ? Along path 1, along path 2 or along path 3? Along which path more amount of work would be done? Okay. Path 3 ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದಲ್ಲ, but the thing is, work done to move a charge, work done to move a charge, very good, it should be same in all paths. See, work done to move a charge from one point to another point does not depend upon the path followed by the particle. ನೀವು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಯಾವ ಪಾತ್ ನ ತಂದಿರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, right? Work done just depends upon the initial and the final positions. That's it. The work done to move the charge depends only upon the initial and the final positions. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಇಷ್ಟರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಪಾತ್ ಫಾಲೋಡ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂತು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಷ್ಟರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇಂದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎಗ್ ಬಂತು, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್. ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇಂದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಗ್ ಬಂತು ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Work done does not depend upon the path followed by the particle. Instead, work done to move the charge depends only upon the initial and the final positions of the particle, right? Path mele depend agalla. That means work done will be the same in all 3 paths. Alli 3 path nage same work madirbeku, because in all 3 paths we are moving the charge from infinity to point A. Initial and the final positions are the same. Correct? We say electric field is a conservative field. Electric field is a conservative field. Conservative field ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಗೆ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ that work done does not depend upon the path followed. If work done against some force or field does not depend upon the path followed, then such fields are called as conservative fields. Gravitational field is also a conservative field. Gravitational field against ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ it does not depend upon the path followed. It just depends upon initial and the final positions. So I can write work done to move a charge from one point to another point, from one point to another point in the electric field is independent of path followed. So work done to move a charge from one point to another point does not depend upon the path followed by the particle. It does not depend upon the path followed by the particle. Instead, the work done just depends upon the initial and the final positions. It's like you are coming from college, home to college. Nimmaneyinda college ಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ. Initial position was your home and the final position is college. You have to just take into account the initial and the final positions. ನೀವು ಕಾಲೇಜಿಂದ ಅಥವಾ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರಿ, what was your initial position and what is your final position, that's it. Your initial position was home and the final position is college. You have moved from home to college. What is the path followed by you to reach from home to college is immaterial. ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂತು ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ಹೇಗೆ ಬಂತು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. We do not want the path followed by the particle. So work done to move a charge from one point to another point in the electric field is independent of the path followed. We say electric field is a conservative field. We say electric field is a conservative field. Say electric field is a conservative field. Right? Hagadre, can I say therefore work done along all three paths is the same. Along all three paths is the same. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ, ಪಾತ್ 1 ನಾಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೋ ಪಾತ್ 2 ನಾಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪಾತ್ 3 ನಾಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ I choose some point here, say point B. I move the charge from infinity to point B along path 4, right? And we'll erase these two paths. See now, I have moved the charge of 1 coulomb from infinity to point A, and then I have moved the charge from infinity to point B. Can you tell me along which path the work done would be greater? Along which path the work done would be greater? Along path 1 or along path 2? Work done. Yes. The work done would be greater along path 1 because along path 1 we have moved the charge from infinity to point A, and along path 2 we have moved the charge from infinity to point B. Path 1 nage infinity to point A hogade, so initial and final positions nodri infinity and A. Path 2 the initial and final positions are different, infinity and point B. I have told you, more closer the charge to the source charge, more closer the point to the source charge, more is the amount of work required. Point A being very close to the source charge, you will have to do more amount of work to move the test charge from infinity to point A, and point B being very large distance, being at very large distance from the source charge, will have to do very less amount of work. So my point is, work done to move the charge from one point to another point in the electric field is just independent of the path followed. ನೀವು ಹೇಗನ ತಗೊಂಬರ್ರಿ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, provided the initial and the final positions are the same, right? So this is regarding the work done. I hope the idea of work done is clear. So after all understanding the work done to move the charge from one point to another point in the electric field, we will now try to calculate what amount of work is to be done to move a charge from one point to another point in the electric field. Work done to move a charge from one point to another point in the electric field. work done to move a charge from one point to another point in the electric field. Suppose we have a source charge here and I have chosen some 2 points in the electric field produced by the source charge. A and B are the 2 points present in the electric field produced by the source charge. Let us suppose potential at point A is VA, potential at point A is VA and potential at point B is VB, right? And I have a charge of Q naught present at point B. I have a charge Q naught present at point B. And this charge Q naught is to be moved from point B to point A. I want to move this test charge Q naught from point B to point A. Can I do this without doing any work? Can I move the charge from point B to point A without doing any work? Work madene point B in the point A ge charge na move madboda? Can I move the charge from point B to point A without doing any work? No. I cannot move the charge from point B to point A without doing any work. Work madde aa charge na move madlikke agalla. Hagadre what amount of work is to be done by you to move the charge from one point to another point in the electric field? ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? 5 joules ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ, 10 joules ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ, 12 joules ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ? ಹಾಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. How to calculate work done to move the charge from one point to another point in the electric field ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, see, that can be done this way. We know that potential difference between 2 points, potential difference between 2 points in the electric field is defined as, potential difference have defined marthi nodri. Potential difference between 2 points in the electric field is dV. See, I have told you potential difference between 2 points is always represented by dV. Potential difference is defined as the amount of work done to move a unit positive test charge from one point to another point. Yesterday we have defined potential difference. It is the amount of work done to move a charge from one point to another point in the electric field. Suppose I have done dW amount of work to move the charge from point B to point A. Point B in the point A ge charge na move madlake. Let us suppose I have done dW amount of work. So potential difference is defined as the amount of work done to move a unit positive test charge from B to A, right? Now I want the work done. I need to calculate work done to move the charge. So this implies work done to move the charge from one point to another point is dW is equals to dV into Q naught. Baribodala. So work done to move the charge from one point to another point in the electric field is dV into Q naught. This is the expression for work done to move the charge from one point to another point in the electric field. Remember this. Next electrostatics olage elle work done calculation bandru kuda you have to make use of this formula. Work done to move the charge from one point to another point will be equal to potential difference into the charge moved. See, I can write this as work done is equals to dV is nothing but potential difference. dV is nothing but potential difference into charge moved. See, when you are calculating the work done to move the charge from one point to another point in the electric field, you must look into the potential difference between those 2 points. ಆ ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಎಷ್ಟು potential difference ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. See, work done is equals to potential difference into charge moved. First you need to calculate what is the potential difference between 2 points, and then you have to multiply it by the charge that you are moving, between those 2 points. For example, suppose I have 2 points here. Say A and B. A is at a potential of 20 volts and B is at a potential of 5 volts. See, A is a point which is at a potential of 20 volts and B is a point which is at a potential of 5 volts. And I have to move a charge of say plus 1 coulomb from point B to point A. I have to move a charge of plus 1 coulomb from point B to point A. What is the work done in this case? What is the work done in this case? What amount of work do you do to move this charge of 1 coulomb from point B to point A? Work done how calculate madಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದೀನಿ. Work done is to be calculated using the formula potential difference into charge moved. Can you calculate what is the work done to move this charge of 1 coulomb from point B to point A? ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? What is the work done? 4. Very good. See, I have told you work done is equals to potential difference into charge. Work done is potential difference into charge. Potential difference can be written as PD into the charge. Let us write the charge as Q naught. Potential difference between these 2 points is 20 volts minus 5 volts. See, I have told you potential difference must always be calculated as higher potential minus lower potential, right? So 20 volt minus 5 volt into the charge that is moved between these 2 points is 1 coulomb. So potential difference is 15 joule per coulomb. Potential difference is to be measured in joule per coulomb. Into the charge is 1 coulomb. Coulomb and coulomb get cancelled out, and the work done comes out to be 15 joules. So, in order to move a charge from a point of 5 volt potential to a point of 20 volt potential, you will have to do a work of 15 joules. You will have to do a work of 15 joules, right? So, this is regarding the work done to move a charge from one point to another point. Remember this formula, we will be making use of this formula again and again. ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಾಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಬಂತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಾಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬೇರೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಾಗೆ ಇನ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ವಾಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು force into displacement. Mechanics naga work done is force into displacement, whereas in electrostatics work done is equals to potential difference into charge. Can you tell me what happens to work done if potential difference between 2 points is more? What will be the work done if potential difference between 2 points is more? Suppose ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಧ್ಯ potential difference ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ work done ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದಾ? Whether the work done will be more or it will be less. Very good. If the potential difference between 2 points is more, you will have to do more amount of work to move the charge from one point to another point. Okay. Illa nodri. I'll increase this. I'll make this 15 volts. I'll make this point at 15 volts and I'll make this at say 120 volts. What happened to the potential difference between the 2 points? This point is at 15 volts and this point is at 120 volts. So the potential difference becomes 105 volts. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 105 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 105 joule per coulomb is the potential difference into the charge moved is the same 1 coulomb. Coulomb and coulomb get cancelled, so work done becomes 105 joules. So as the potential difference between 2 points increases, the amount of work which you have to move the charge from one point to another point also increases. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ? ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಟು ಮೂವ್ ಎ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಟು ಅನದರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ 2 points. More is the potential difference between the 2 points, more is the amount of work you have to do to move that charge from one point to another point. Remember this. So I want you people to remember this formula. Work done is equals to potential difference into charge. Hag bantu potential difference definition bardvi. Potential difference is defined as work done by charge dW by Q naught. So dW is equals to dV into Q naught, where dV is potential difference, Q naught is the charge moved. That's it. Remember this. Can you tell me what will be the work done if 2 points are at same potential? what will be the work done if 2 points are at same potential? Say we have 2 points, 5 volts and 5 volts, and I have a charge of 1 coulomb. I move the charge from one point to another point. What will be the work done in this case? What will be the work done in this case? 0. So if the 2 points are at same potential, then you are not supposed to do any work to move the charge from one point to another point. One point in ಇನ್ನೊಂದು point charge na move ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೇ work ಮಾಡೋ necessity ಇರಲ್ಲ. You will have to do work only if the potential difference between 2 points is a non-zero value. ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ potential difference non-zero ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ work ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. And if the potential difference between 2 points is 0, you are not supposed to do any work. Right? So this is all regarding the idea of potential difference and the work done to move the charge from one point to the another point. Right? So with this idea of calculation of work done, we will now try to understand potential at a point due to a point charge. ಒಂದು point charge ಇಂದ ಒಂದು point ಹತ್ರ potential ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, that will derive. So we will now derive an expression for potential at a point, potential at a point due to a point charge. Potential at a point due to a point charge. See, point charge is nothing but a source charge. Point charge is nothing but a source charge. We will obtain an expression for potential at a point due to a point charge. Andre ಒಂದು point charge ಇಂದ ಒಂದು point ಹತ್ರ potential ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ? How to calculate it? Suppose I have a point charge here. What will be the potential at this point, which is at a distance of 1 centimeter? ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇರ್ತದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇರ್ತದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇರ್ತದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪಿ ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್ whether I have to do some work to move a charge from infinity to this point P or not. If you have to do work, then there will be potential at point P. If you are not going to do work, there will be no potential at point P. My point is, will there be any potential at this point? This point at the potential irtada. Will there be a potential at this point P? Will there be a potential at that point P? Potential irtada illa, yes or no? Will there be a potential at that point P or not? Yes, there will be a potential. There will be a potential. ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ? Whether the potential at that point, which is at a distance of 1 centimeter, be 1 volt or 2 volts or 3 volts or 4 volts or 100 volts, what is its value? ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ potential? High ಇರ್ತದ low ಇರ್ತದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ high ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ, because it is at a very small distance from the source charge. High ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 100 volts or 200 volts or 300 volts ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ? ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. We need to calculate what is the magnitude of the potential at that point, right? So infinity irtada? No, next irtada anta, right? We'll try to calculate the potential at a point due to a point charge, right? We'll try to obtain an expression for it. So to do this, to derive an expression for potential at a point due to a point charge, we will first consider a point charge. Let plus Q be a point charge placed at point O. Let plus Q be a point charge or a source charge placed at point O. What I do is, I choose some 2 other points A and B, and I place a test charge Q0 at point A. See, what I have done is, in order to obtain expression for potential at a point due to a point charge, I have considered a point charge Q placed at point O in vacuum. One point charge consider madbutini plus Q, and it is placed at vacuum, point O in vacuum. This charge will be creating electric field around it. what I have done is I have chosen 2 points A and B in the electric field, and I have placed a test charge Q naught at point A, and I suppose the distance between the source charge, see source charge is Q, the distance between source charge and the test charge is X. I write the distance between the source charge and the test charge as X. Or you can also say the distance between point O and point A is X. Right? I'll tell you why I have chosen these 2 points A and B. Yak choose ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ. And B is a point at a distance. B is a point at a distance dx from A. B is a point at a distance dx from A. So what I have done, I have chosen a source charge Q, placed at point O in vacuum, and I have chosen some point A where a test charge Q naught is placed. Right? The distance between O and A is X. And I have also chosen another point B, which is at a distance dx from A. Nodri, B is a point which is at a distance dx from A. Okay. Now I choose another point P. I choose another point P, which is at a distance r from the source charge. P is a point at a distance r from the source charge where potential is to be calculated. Now potential calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು point P ಹತ್ರ, A ಹತ್ರ B ಹತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ. I'll tell you why I have chosen point A and B later. P is a point at a distance r from the source charge where potential is to be calculated. We have to calculate potential at point P. Andre infinity ಇಂದ point P ಗೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You are supposed to calculate the amount of work done in moving a unit positive test charge from infinity to point P. Right? That is to be calculated by you. I'll tell you why we have chosen these 2 points A and B later. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ. Actually ನಾವು potential ಅಂದಾಗ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತರಬೇಕು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Can you tell me, in order to calculate electric potential, what is the initial position of the charge? What is the initial position of the charge? You are asked to calculate electric potential, not the potential difference. What will be the initial position of the charge? Very good. Infinity. So I will choose infinity somewhere here. Let us suppose somewhere here is infinity. This is infinity. This is the diagram that is to be drawn to obtain expression for potential at a point due to a point charge. In order to calculate potential at this point P due to this charge Q, we need to draw this diagram. In another diagram, we have a point charge Q, place that point O in vacuum. I have a test charge Q naught placed at point A. The distance between O and A is X. I have chosen another point B, which is at a distance dx from A. P is a point where potential is to be calculated. We need to calculate potential at point P, which is at a distance r from the source charge, right? And I have even represented infinity. Ee riti dotted lines haaki extend ಮಾಡಿ it goes to infinity. I'll tell you why we have chosen A and B. We'll first write the explanation of it, and I'll explain why I have chosen A and B. So in the figure, let plus Q be the source charge. Plus Q be the source charge placed at point O. See, you must explain the diagram in vacuum. Plus Q be the source charge present at point O in vacuum. Plus Q naught be a test charge. Plus Q naught be a test charge placed at point A at a distance C. Plus Q naught is placed at point A at a distance x from point O. At a distance x from point O, right? So B is a point. Next, B is a point. B is a point at a distance. B is a point at a distance dx from A. Do not worry about those 2 points A and B ಅವೆರಡು ಏನು ಅಂತ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅವೆರಡರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. B is a point at a distance dx from point A. Okay. P is a point. P is a point at a distance. P is a point at a distance R where potential is to be calculated. That's it. Ishte diagram explanation where potential is to be calculated. Diagram explanation ishte. Ishtirli. Tomorrow I'll tell you what are point A and B and I'll derive this equation. Okay. Yes. Is this diagram clear? I'll tell you why we have chosen A and B and all those things, and we'll derive it in the next class. Is the diagram clear?